Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a week of sport which is destined to linger in the memory for decades. The 20th edition of the Tokyo World Athletics Championships is turning out to be an absolute belter. One world record already and a whole host of surprise results and nail-biting finishes. Men's javelin coming tonight, start of the women's 8. Rojas on the comeback trail after a ruptured Achilles in the women's triple jump. Semis for the men's and women's 200s. And then the 400 finals that will round off the programme. There's a huge roar from the crowd. This women's 400-metre final could be an absolute epic. Can Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone repeat the heroics in the semi-final? She's up onto the shoulder of the world indoor champion. She's floating down the back straight. But Paulino, the Olympic champion, is on the outside. Bukowiecka not beaten yet. McLaughlin-Levrone round this second bend. Watch the clock. They could go under 48 here. The three main protagonists are right there. McLaughlin-Levrone trying to go for an unprecedented gold medal over the 4 flat. And she's got the edge. But Paulino's coming back. She's not beaten yet. This is so close. McLaughlin-Levrone for history. She's driving for the line and she's done it. 47.80. No woman has run this fast for 40 years. We know she's great over the barriers, but now McLaughlin-Levrone has elevated herself to position as one of the all-time greats. It's the second fastest time in history for the hurdle specialist. She has annihilated the national record again. People questioned whether swapping to the 4 flat was the right move, and she has answered all those questions and then some. One of the best 400 races we have ever seen. What a race, and what a privilege to be here to have seen it. McLaughlin-Levrone is the world champion.
That is good. Yeah, it definitely was a challenging race, really great competition. Just had to focus on myself, run my race, and trust all the training that we've put in. So really grateful for the results and an amazing night.
The men's 400-metre final is away. Dream Richards to Corey Patterson. Perhaps the athletes of the most decorated CVs find themselves on the inside. It's a lightning quick shot start from Kebinatshipi of Botswana. In the middle of your screens with the arm sleeve on, Kebinatshipi eating up the ground on McDonald, but Nene is absolutely flying through the first half here. The South African perhaps trying to hold off Kebinatshipi here. The graphic gives it to Kebinatshipi and Patterson in lane 3. The stagger will unwind, and what will be the order at the moment? 80 metres to go. Kebinatshipi to the 4. Dream Richards driving in lane 2. Kebinatshipi, can he turn it into a gold medal for Botswana? Kebinatshipi becomes the first ever champion for Botswana at the World Athletics Championships. 43.53, a new world lead. Dream Richards has just got himself onto the podium from lane 2. A national record. Was that just some koala press-ups from Kebinatshipi? That would be a wonderful throwback. And that from Ndori as well, a season's best. 2 men from Botswana on the podium. What a wonderful race from Kebinatshipi. Four consecutive titles at the World Championship level, but she's been missing since that win in Budapest, and that was dramatic. She was down in 8th place, barely made the cut into the second half of the competition, and then went all the way through to win it. Rojas with her opening jump, good on the board. Ooh, up near towards 15 metres. That's going to be very competitive with Perez Hernandez. 14.76 in the first round for Unimar Rojas. Le Fond needs to better the 14.60 of Unimar Rojas. Oh, what on earth has Tia Le Fond done in the very final round.
What a performance. How big? How big? Oh, wow. But finishing with her best jump of the competition, as she always does, that is superb.
Perez Hernandez will know there's a danger for Mulamar Rojas. You do not rest on your laurels when you've got a woman waiting in the wings with accolades like that. Oh, she finally done it. Has Perez Hernandez finally found 15 metres?
She smelled the door was open and she, no pun intended, jumped through it.
A world-leading mark there. She improves her own world-leading mark, 14.94.
Perez Hernandez at last tasting gold, almost literally there. She was so disappointed, Hannah, after the Olympics last year, but she's on top tonight. Curtis Thompson, the Pan American champion. It's been relatively modest so far in this javelin competition. Oh, that's better. Excellent. Thompson's the first man over 85 metres. He has thrown over 87 twice this year, in March and last month. Fantastic throw from Thompson. 86.67. The coach loved it, and Thompson takes the early lead. Anderson Peters. Could he replicate that massive 89-metre throw from the qualifiers? A puff of powder as he releases the javelin. That's more like it. Superb. 87.38, but that reaction tells you there's more where that came from. The wind is picking up in the stadium. Let's see if the Trinidadian and Tobagan can harness that. Wow. He's putting together a lovely sequence here. He's never won the world title and he's let out a big roar there. And that's the first 88-metre throw of the competition. He's beginning to assert his dominance here on a title he's never got close to winning in the past. We know what a great performer he's been on the Olympic stage. He's a world champion now, more than a decade after he last tasted gold in London.
Sounds great. Sounds amazing. Like, you can say it again. No, it's thank you. But firstly, I just want to say, like, thank God, you know, it's been a long journey, like 13 years, ups and downs, like going from Olympic gold in 2012 and then afterwards not being able to achieve a medal in the World Championship has been really hard. Like, but we still persist, and tonight is my night, you know. When it's your turn, it's your turn. So I'm really grateful to be able to get this medal for my country.
Jackson was late to rise into the set position. It's a decent start, but Brittany Brown has got out really well, already up onto the shoulder and past Pistui. Now Sharika Jackson. Amy Hunt trying to get in the mix as well. What a season it's been for her. She'd love to make the final, but it's Brown in second at the moment. It could be tight. It's Jackson, followed by Hunt, with Brittany Brown.
And their way here. Strong start from Melissa Jefferson-Wooden. She's up on Tori Lewis. How will the young Australian respond to the pressure from Melissa Jefferson-Wooden? The American is flying around the bend. Dina Asher-Smith trying to live with her. The two athletes swing into the home straight. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden doing enough to stay ahead of Dina Asher-Smith, and she's streaking away with this. Jefferson-Wooden shuts it down. 22 exactly.
A long hold. Mackenzie Long second from the outside. Excellent start by Talu Smith. Look at that. Third from the outside. She's stolen a yard or two on the American outsider Long, and the American insider battle. Daryl Neater a long way down at the moment. Talu Smith running really well here. Mackenzie Long's miles away. It's going to be battle and Talu Smith, and Mackenzie Long, the third fastest in the world this year, was left standing. Maybe the season was just too long for her. Wonderful run from battle and a great second place for Talu Smith.
Kenny Bednarek, good out of the blocks. He's opened up a huge gap on Chirumbo already. Bednarek means business. The American stamping his authority on this heat. He's blasted round the bend. A good conversion for Bednarek into the straight, but Wade van Niekerk going well for South Africa as well. It's going to be tight on the line. Bednarek or Gando gets the automatic spot.
Well, this is Tobogo's best distance. Great start from Lavelle round that bend, and the Jamaicans absolutely flying. Wonderful run. Tobogo responding. Lindsay's having to work very hard in third. Tobogo now closing the gap. Wow. Lavelle and Tobogo 19.78.
Good start from Muzariki of Nigeria. He's up on Hughes at the moment of Britain, but Lyles flying round the outside. It's a great lane draw for the American. Noah Lyles with the gold bib at the defending champion enters the home straight, and he's got 50 metres to go. He's streaking away here, Noah Lyles. He's going all the way to the line. 19.51 for Noah Lyles. That is phenomenal from the American. It's the season's best, and that is a world lead as well. That is phenomenal running from Noah Lyles.
Some blockbuster action to come on a fabulous Friday, but from a thrilling Thursday, we say goodbye on a night when Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone lit up the stadium in Tokyo and ripped up the history books. Bye-bye.